Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of WakeMAKERS Project Boat. We have our 2004 Malibu VLX. We've done a lot of buffing on the exterior, as you can kind of see from how shiny the boat now looks. We've got rid of all that oxidization. Thank you to Joel and Brent for knocking that out for us. Today we're handling our first major project on the boat, which is installing this Roswell Aviator Pro Tower with the 4.5-inch risers. The Pro comes pre-wired for 2 speakers, along with a nav light, but be advised it does not come pre-wired for RGB setup. We do also recommend you thread the wire through the risers on the bottom, as we forgot to do that. Also be sure to use Loctite on all those bolts, just that'll save you a headache later on. We followed all of Roswell's instructions for assembling the tower itself. We'll have a link to that video below, but we're getting ready to put this thing on the boat, and we got a few holes to drill.
68 7/8.
Look at us, measuring twice to only have to drill once.
Well, we're actually drilling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14.
We don't have to make other holes.
14 holes.
It's always a good idea to install your tower nav light before putting the tower on the boat. Oh yeah. After measuring our holes, we're going to do a test fit. Make sure the tower lines up. We can fold it down safely and it doesn't collapse into the windshield. All right, now that we've got our mounting studs installed, we're getting ready to drill into the boat to mount everything. Roswell does recommend you drill and bolt the center section of your tower together before installing onto the boat. But we determined that we've had to do some micro adjustments before actually getting everything tapped together. Because once you drill, there's no going back. You can do it either way. We've just determined that this works best for us with what we have going on with our hull design.
All right, so anytime you're drilling through fiberglass, it's a good practice to start in reverse, burn through the little layer of gel coat, and then we can go to forward and go all the way through the fiberglass. Now that we've got our holes drilled, we want to make sure we countersink the gel coat. That way we eliminate or prevent any spider cracking in the gel coat.
That's real nice. We've got our holes drilled. The tower is now up. Got the bolts in place. Now all we have to do is attach the hardware from underneath. Then we can get to mounting those top bolts onto the tower and get everything in place. Cool, now that we've got everything tightened and bolted together, attached to the boat, we can drill these top center piece holes to make sure that we can get our bolts mounted securely up there, since we didn't do that on the floor.
Now we're putting our first bolt in. Just make sure that you take this washer and put the coped side toward the tower. I'm gonna put this one on backwards so you can see that curvature in that washer. So make sure that's pointing at the tower bar.
Cool, so we got everything tightened up on the tower today. We do have a few more upgrades planned, including a bimini, racks, speakers, lighting. Stay tuned for more.